what I think is that October, November intake, I would say, is like the worst time to come in because the best intake, I would say, if you can get in, would be the February to March intake because that time you are able to, come in, get a feel of the weather, you get all the nice things happening. Then, when I say nice things,
Everything that happens is motivational.
disclaimer, all of the information shared in this video are my opinion only. This is not migration advice or study advice. I am not a migration agent, so do your own research and find out more information on your own. Okay, in today's video, bear with me, I have my notes here, of course. In today's video, we'll be dissecting the major intakes in Australia, their start dates and end dates, their deadlines, benefits, and drawbacks. So, in Australia, for university students, today we'll be focusing on people that are coming for bachelor's or master's, right? So, for bachelor students, people that are going into university, in another video, I will talk about TAFE and all other vocational training bodies, right, and their intake and all of that. So in Australia, for the bachelor's or master's, there are like three major intakes. So we have them categorized as semester 1, semester 2, and semester 3. So semester 1 is the semester 1 intake starts February or March depending on the educational providers. Semester 2 starts July, and semester 3 is usually October or November. So for the first semester intake, semester 1 intake, it is like the biggest intake. That is when a lot of international students or even Australians also like start uni, come into the university, and the deadline for application for the February/March intake is between August and November of the previous year. So if you're planning to come in 2025, you start applying between August and November of 2024. Yes, the weather is nice around that time because summer is just like February is like the last month of summer in Australia. As you might know or not know, the seasons in Australia are reversed. So summer is end of summer is February, but when you come for that first intake, the weather is still nice. If you're coming from a hotter region, you would be able to start getting used to the weather slowly. You'll be able to, have a bit of idea of what summer looks like in Australia. Also, the orientation is usually bigger. Well, I would say that maybe has something to do with the weather. So the universities go all out for that semester. Orientation is bigger. The campus is full. You get to experience the full bubbling feel of the campus life when you come in that first semester, right? Primary intake season, that is that semester, and a lot of programs are more available for people to apply for to study because people are available, they're around, lecturers have not gone on leave or anything, and that period also you are able to apply for scholarship. So some of the scholarship, one popular scholarship is the Australian Award Scholarship, and it's between February and April is the application period for that scholarship. So when you come, then that's a good time to start applying for scholarship. You are also able to get jobs because it's still a bit of summer season. Once you settle in, you're able to apply for jobs and get a job. Yes. We'll move on to the July intake, which is the semester 2 intake. A majority of the programs are still available. As I said, February, March intake, they have a lot more program. So this is the secondary intake session, and majority of the programs are still available for international students. The number of applications are less than February. So something I forgot to mention for February, March intake, there is much more competition because everybody is applying. It's the beginning of the year, semester, and everybody wants to get in. So it might be difficult for you to get admission and all of that for that semester, right? So if you don't get for that semester, you could apply for the next semester. And for this one, I would say one drawback would be limited number of scholarship because some of the scholarship windows have already closed, so you might miss that. So the deadline for application is between March and May to come in July. So the duration for that period, so you'd start July and then you end it early August or November, depending, like whatever year your course is finishing. For the February March intake, you start in February or early March and you end your course in late May or early June. Now we'll move on to the October/November intake, which is semester 3. So limited universities are available, and it is like the period where even the universities are not offering a lot of courses for international students. This is because this is around summer, so you are starting November, right? So summer starts December, January, February. Yeah. So you should understand that a lot of the lecturers and staff members of the uni are probably going to go on their summer break, so they might not be available. So hence why a lot of courses might not be available to you to apply for. So the chances are you might not get the course you really want to study that season. Also, very limited applications they'll be taking because there are no staffs. The competition is less than the February intake or the July intake because people are not really applying for it, I would say. The duration is, it will start late November and you probably end your course around June. Deadline for application is between June and August of the year you want to apply. So one of the, I would say, benefits would be the classes are smaller in size, so you get more attention from your lecturers. That could be a good or a bad thing, but your class sizes are probably smaller. You'll be able to get more one-on-one class with your lecturer. The cons, when you start studying immediately after orientation, so November, December, January, February, like December, January, February is like summer months. This is going to be, I would say this is like the best time to find a job as an international student. But because you're coming in that intake, you need to start your studies. So you still have limited hours to work, which is 24 hours a week. So that might be limiting for you in terms of finding jobs because that season is the period for that's the season where where restaurants or the hospitality industry are looking for people that can work, international students or anyone available to work. So if you don't have full availability around that time, it limits the kind of job you would get because a lot of people want people that are available 24/7 around that season of time. So personally, I would say what I think is that October, November intake, I would say is like the worst time to come in because you're coming in, you're starting work immediately. You would not get that summer feel because you're studying while your mates are like, flexing, enjoying, getting used to the weather, getting acquainted with people and the environment and all that. So you might feel a little left out, right? The best intake, I would say, if you can get in, would be the February to March intake because that time you are able to, come in, get a feel of the weather, you get all the nice things happening then. When I say nice things, in the sense that your orientation is bigger, you get to mingle with more international students, meet more people and all of that. But regardless, whatever intake you come in, I believe you can still make it work. Just do your best, try hard, ensure you put in a thorough visa application, and I'm sure you are well on your way to come into Australia. So I hope this video has been helpful, and if this video has been helpful, don't forget to click on the like button, subscribe also, and I will see you all in my next video. Okay, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.